Okay, the first item of clothing that I've got I would like to cover off is gloves. So I'll go from the warmest to the lightest. And the first gloves that I'd like to show you are made by a French company called Racer. I've had these probably for maybe, I don't know, 2-3 years, probably more. I bought them when I had the Chieftain, because the Chieftain, Indian wanted something like £500 or £600 to fit heated grips. So I thought, rather than buy heated grips, well, I would never buy heated grips for that amount of money. But rather than put something non-standard in such a kind of premium bike as the Chieftain, I'll go for heated gloves. And after a bit of research, I come up with these. They're very effective. You can put up to 2 of these types of batteries in the gloves, per glove, 2 per glove if you want to make it last longer. And you've got this kind of twin charging unit that comes with them. They are quite bulky, but they're winter gloves. They've not been used a lot, to be fair. I don't ride that much in the winter. And obviously now if I do, I've got heated grips and Frank and Boris, so they're a bit of a show pony at the moment. Second down the glove tier is, I've had these for years, and I think that's the thing with my clothing. I'll keep coming back to say I've had it for years. Buy good and use good. Again, these are more kind of heavier wintry gloves. They're Frank Thomas. I bought them in the Honda Triumph dealership in Edinburgh zillions of years ago. Kangaroo skin. They're kind of well worn, but very effective. I was wearing them the other day. There's absolutely nothing wrong with them. Ideal. Again, to a lighter glove, this is more of a midweight summer glove. These are my newest gloves, and these are made by Halvarssons. Halvarssons, let me just check I'm saying that correctly. Yeah. Halvarssons. Swedish. Not cheap. Nearly £100. Absolutely brilliant gloves. Best gloves I've ever owned. They've got this thing called the nude system that is for your touch screen. Why they put it in your throttle side, I'm not too certain, because it's not because they drive on the other side of the road, is it? But they're just comfortable. They've got a system where if it's your hands are sweaty or wet or whatever, they won't pull the lining out with the glove, which was a major issue in the previous ones I had. The previous ones were ruckus, and not inexpensive gloves, but I got them free when I bought a ruckus suit. But no, these are the best. Highly recommended. I'll put a link in the notes. And then summer leather gloves, bottom of the scale. Probably bought these a year ago. Amazon, probably 30 odd quid. Little protectors there, knuckle protectors. Ideal summer gloves, not to be mocked at all. Could maybe do a wee leather treatment, but they're totally solid and fine. And again, I should be able to put a link to these or similar in the notes. So that's my glove collection. I've got no plans to do anything with it. I'll only change them, like with the rucker ones. My hand was popping through the fingers. So that's why I changed them. As for summer gloves, I used to buy the BMW GS range. I had 2 sets of them. They're really, really nice, but as with BMW gear, very expensive, and I didn't feel the need last time out. Now moving on to my boots. Again, I'll start with the kind of wintry, most protective, down to the summer style. So what I've got here is the Sidi Adventure Goretex boot. It's now been replaced by a Sidi Adventure Goretex 2 boot that I assume is better, or at least as good. These boots have been fantastic. I've I use these boots in the big trips, so they're probably over 10 years old. They've seen rain, gravel, mud, falls, and I've never had a leak in them. They just feel so strong, so protective. I've even managed to get them resold at the local cobblers. So, I mean, I would imagine, I mean, none of these boots I'm going to show you are polished up. I use them properly. And yeah, I should polish them maybe more, but they're great boots. I see they're still available. So I'll put a link to the Adventure 2 version of them in the notes. But yeah, Gore-Tex, dry as anything, strong as anything. I have experience of crashes, and yeah, they protected my feet great. I mean, of course, I only wear them if I'm doing something more serious. I wore them to Morocco, I wore them in the long way up, I wore them in the long way around trips. But yeah, I wouldn't wear them if I was doing a gentle tour of Europe, for example, like the Swiss Alps, which is where I would turn to this. And this is the Alpinestars Goretex, Alpinestars Web Goretex boot, which I see is still available. Again, they're all a bit scuffed. I've had them for quite a number of years. Again, a brilliant boot. Brilliant. I totally recommend this boot. It's comfortable. And again, very, very waterproof. Really, really good. And not hugely expensive. I see they're still available. I'll put a link in the notes. So that would be my boots for a longer trip. Now, there's obviously lots of debate and arguments around this stuff when you're talking about protection. That's not going to protect you as well as those other two, and in this order, that'll protect you least, then the middle one will protect you a bit more because it's a bit higher, and then the big ones will protect you better. But although some people argue the big solid ones, you're more liable to get a leg break because just the solidity of them. I don't know. I haven't so far, touch wood. But these wee Falco boots, Aviator boots I think they're called, they've got false laces here, but there's actually a zip on each side. I use these as summer boots all the time, especially in the Frank Beattie, the Triumph Bonneville. Very comfortable. I mean, all solid and proper motorcycle boots, but just don't give you as much shin protection. Never had to test them in earnest, don't want to. But yeah, I'd recommend them too. I'll put a link in the notes. So now we're on to jackets. I was going to say this is my main jacket, but this is probably not my main jacket. So this is the Rucker Gore-Tex laminated expensive jacket that I bought when I was working. I bought the Rucker jacket and trousers, and to be fair, I've had it for maybe probably 10 years, and after 5 or 6 years the zip broke, but it was fixed under, it had a long warranty and it was fixed under warranty. I don't have the lining in it just now. I hardly ever use the lining because it's just a bit of a nuisance. The sleeves start to catch and that, so I'd rather just wear other layers underneath it. It's been used extensively. It's a top of the range jacket. It's really good. I can probably say once in a lifetime purchase. Right, this I would say is the jacket I wear most. This is an Indian motorcycle jacket, as you can see. Again, I don't have the lining in it. All of them have got back protectors except for this wee one. So the Indian one I got thrown in with the Indian Scout when I purchased it, so that was 2018, so what's that, 7-year-old now. You can see all the sun wear on it, which gives it patina. This jacket, I had it in the US, I had it in Arizona this time. It's crossed Route 66 with me. It's been my kind of go-to jacket for a lot of trips. It's just comfortable. It's lighter than the Rucker, but still got, I think, reasonable armour in it. Probably not brilliant. I mean, I don't think it. it was an expensive Indian jacket anyway. I think it's probably 200 odd quid, but that would be, because of the Indian branding thing, that probably equates to 100 odd quid jacket. And then finally, I hardly ever wear it, to be honest. I've had it for years, so there's no links to these things because they're way gone. Who even makes this? Wise. Is a little air jacket. See, they've got the lining not attached. So yeah, an airflow jacket, which in this country you very seldom use. It's not got back protectors on it, and it's got space for a back protector, so if I was doing anything serious I'd move one of my other back protectors across, but yeah, I mean, for example, could have took it to Arizona and some of the warmer places I went, but you really don't want to carry two jackets, and it's of lesser quality, but it's there. It's like, I won't get rid of it, I'll keep it and I might use it in the future sometimes. So that's it, that's the 3 motorcycle jackets. Now on to trousers, or in this particular case jeans. These are my go-to bike trousers, or bike jeans. I got them relatively recently, they're by Knox, got them from Sports Bike Shop. I think they're £200-ish or less. What I love about them as well, Knox obviously do the armour, that's what they specialise in, but the knee armour is zipped in from the outside, so you don't have all that faffing around when you're wanting to wash the jeans. They're really super comfortable. Used them in the US, just great, perfect, love them. 99% of the time I'd have them on. These I bought when I bought my Rucka jacket a long time ago, maybe 8 years, 10 years, I don't know, a long time ago. Well, maybe not 10 years, maybe 8 years. I remember being in the bike shop, Infinity, and getting all excited that I was buying a Rucka suit, and these have always been a bit too big for me, at least one size too big for me. Thankfully they've got braces, so they never feel that great on me. I took them because I was desperate to complete the suit and didn't have the patience to wait for the right size, which is just sheer stupidity, which I'm capable of. I mean, brilliant trousers, very solid, great armour. Yeah, similar, maybe a bit longer, but yeah, very, very good. And I use them occasionally. I've gone back to these a little bit as well, sometimes when I've been wearing not wearing the jeans. These were Gerg, if that's how you say it, which I don't think that company, well, the company doesn't exist now, they've been taken over, but they're Goretex, they're not like the shiny Goretex on the outside like these. There's a different word for that, it'll come to me, but they are Goretex, but they're more comfortable because they fit me better than the Rucka. So that's it, that's the motorcycle trousers. So when it comes to helmets, my current go-to helmet is the Schuberth E2, which is the adventure style flip-up helmet, like that. It's also got the sun visor that can come down, which is a pretty standard thing in most helmets now. It's a expensive, fairly expensive helmet. I think it's about 500 odd quid, but I bought it second hand. I know it's the purist would argue I shouldn't, it was immaculate. I also bought the SC2 comms for it, which is, and I've been pairing it up with a friend, Big Tree, who also has the SC2 comms, and it's working really, really well. I like the Adventure cap for the sunlight. It can be removed, and when I'm using it in Frank Beattie, from a style point of view, I should remove it. I don't bother, I'm not so style orientated. I just think it's an all-round, good quality, good functional helmet. The wee shiny bits here is, I dropped it on the floor and that fell off, so it's kind of been repaired. I know that the purists won't like that either, but it was in a carpet. So that's that one. And the other helmet that I use is the Shoei, I think it's a G2O. This is a cracking little helmet. If you watch this, it's got a little hidden visor, which makes a huge difference when you're up to speed. But it's got all the style that you could ever imagine. It's almost kind of closely-ish colour match to Frank Beattie. So this is a summer helmet in Frank Beattie. Now I've got these almost for show goggles. I can't remember the make of them. They were kind of eBay specials. They were very inexpensive. But they genuinely are. In that case, it is a bit of a style item. I could use them because I've got the wee visor. I would much rather use that. But yeah, these are really nice helmets. If you want an open face helmet, that wee visor gives you that wee bit more protection in a fall. Then I would thoroughly recommend this.